Hello everybody and welcome to Getting Wrecked and XCOM 2 Tactical Legacy. So we will do the Lazarus project today. As word of a growing resistance movement spreads, the elders are increasingly desperate to find a still grounded Avenger. During one of her field excursions, Shen is captured by a special unit of Advent soldiers. Solely to hunt the Avenger. During her time in captivity, Shen learns that this Advent team has been taking prisoners from among the various resistance cells from some time. It's up to Central and the resurgent XCOM to save these future heroes of the resistance. Too late. Go.
So here's a story Shen probably didn't mention from her various excursions off the ship. The time she was captured by Advent. Yeah, that's right. Captured by Advent. This wasn't that long ago either. Just a few years back. The aliens knew the Avenger was out here somewhere, and they started getting real desperate to find it. They even assembled a special extraction team, almost like they were trying to mirror our tactics. The Advent squad was grabbing senior resistance targets for interrogation, and Shen had the misfortune of being one of the first. Or so we thought. Advent's Black Bag squad had taken Shen to a compound out in the middle of nowhere. I took charge of the rescue myself. If anything had happened to her, well, you can imagine. In hindsight, I was definitely worried. We really had no idea what they were planning to do with her.
Now the question is this a go loud
I am on the move.
mission? Or are we supposed to sneak past all of this? Because it feels to me like we should just go here, blow up the wall and bring her out of here.
I can do that.
Can be wrong.
I should be clear on this. Rescuing Shen was personal. She was our friend and part of the team. But from a strategic standpoint, rescuing Shen was a make-or-break operation for the future of the Resistance. Without her, the Avenger would never fly again, and we wouldn't have half the tech we have today.
It's a bit of an issue here. Because I'm feeling like we could grab her and just go. And hope that the early bird bonus for completing the mission is worth more than destroying these turrets. And it's not like these guys are the best at dealing with turrets anyways.
It's far, but I can reach it.
I think we are supposed to go stealthy here. I don't like that this is grey and this is grey.
I am trusting you.
It's a leader. Holy crap.
Between the growing number of resistance cells popping up around the world and our local operations to rebuild the Avenger, the Elders must have been getting nervous. The new Advent team was decent in combat, but as we learned, that wasn't their primary focus, and they had been plenty busy. A good decision.
Stash over here.
Moving as ordered.
I'm just waiting for patrol to bust through here.
Security wasn't overly tight at the compound. Advent's new team was obviously hoping stealth and smaller numbers would keep their operations under wraps. We were just fortunate the few contacts we had made at that point managed to help us find Shen.
Now my question is, can
Yes,
we
Commander.
destroy a wall with a grenade? Or is that too tall of an ask?
Folk says I am to obey.
I don't know if she's on her feet.
We could just blow it open.
Attack. Go big or go home. Look at that. Hey, she's actually up and running.
I have the VIP in tow.
Wondering
Moving
when
the
you show
evac.
up. Get me the hell out of here, Central.
Looks like the fight is on.
I mean, you stood over here. So that was a pretty safe move.
My position is compromised. We were all relieved to find Shen alive and ticking, and surprisingly enough, not much worse for wear. I'll tell you what, the alien sure could have learned a thing or two about interrogation techniques from our old friend, Dr. Valen. Good luck finding her, though.
Alright, how will we do this? Should have blown open this. Yes, we can still try. It's a pretty long run.
The path is clear. Take it.
Oh, did find a small hole here. You stand up here. Somehow you can still see one guy up here. Not sure how that works. We are going to dash for this. Great.
Reposition.
Great. He might be dead here. I was going to walk out and then use conceal, but I guess not. We did have a group on top of this thing. Well, 5 damage. That's not going to help anyone.
I'm going. Enemy down.
Early bird bonus, yeah, thank you.
Moving as ordered.
So we will get killed brutally. If we don't get super lucky here.
Incoming fire.
This is bad. There's like 1 in 20 to kill, alright. Or 1 in
It's not just
20% chance for kill there maybe. Man, he could actually reach all the way back here.
doing here.
Goodbye,
This looks a little ugly.
Bradford. You'll be dead.
The Advent compound was a clandestine holding facility, and it was definitely built to house a lot more people than Shen alone. They had obviously
Okay.
been at this for a while now. We found
Hello,
evidence
guys.
of other prisoners, but no one left alive besides our girl.
Well, we might be successful because we can bring our poor Reaper out.
We had freed Shen, but we still had
I don't
to
think
get
it's even
clear
an
of the
early bird
Advent
bonus.
facility.
So
A righteous strike.
goodbye.
For the cause. Evacuating the area.
I think this is a pretty good place to be. Let's go here.
That's a long run.
I think it's hard to get less points than this. Losing a soldier, not killing any of all these aliens. We did get 2,000 points in early bird bonus.
Shen was held under some kind of psionic stasis for most of her time at the compound. But she was awake long enough to see a few of the other prisoners. She could tell by the condition they were in that they came from the slums outside of one of the city centers. If they were resistance cell leaders, we needed to find out.
I mean, we could blow people up. The claymore.
I see everything.
Have to get some points, but we'll wait for these guys to start to burn. Come on, get close to each other so we can blow you up.
Soon our prey will fall.
Hump. Yeah, great. We can kill the purifier from the landing pad. Then we can leave. If we don't find cover. Hey, that's rude. Stay there. Oh, don't get cover, plus. Less.
I go where I
Okay,
am
maybe we
needed.
can shoot the flanked guy instead then. Maybe.
Good riddance.
Still though,
My
it's
ammunition
like
is depleted.
10,000 points too bad. But
I'm going home for now.
oh no, we need to.
It wasn't the cleanest operation, but we got Shen home safe and not much worse for wear.
We should definitely fight our way through. But I don't know, I mean, it's going to be difficult. I'm not sure. 15 aliens, one got resurrected, so it's like 14. It's a lot of hit points. We only have 3 soldiers. And Purifier is like... You don't want to melee that dude. You don't want to fight the turrets either. We have those 3 groups. We have a priest group, a leader group, and a sectoid and purifier group. I don't see how we would be able to deal with those guys. It's only 3 soldiers. Now, one thing we could do Let's do like this, but we use the explosive instead to get her out. But still though, I mean, you can't kill two troopers, one sectoid and one purifier with 3 soldiers in one turn. Not going to happen. I'm not sure.
If we were going to chase the Advent extraction team across the continent in hopes of finding their other prisoners, we were going to need some better equipment.
Yeah, we will definitely go with what? Ranger will gain Talon rounds, and that's everything. Well, I guess we'll get other rounds if we get more soldiers. We should get a specialist, Chen maybe? After shop. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Give her blue screen rounds, please.
Shen was pretty out of it most of her time with Advent, but she swore up and down that she had heard something about the aliens moving people by train. With that in mind, we were able to narrow down the locations where Advent was actively moving trains near the city center slums. We didn't know who we might find down there, but it was up to us to defend anyone willing to stand with the Resistance. Who would have guessed it would end up being one of XCOM's greatest heroes?
So we are
Shen
supposed
was
to...
right. Advent's extraction team had pulled a train right into the slums outside the city, and were using it as a prison on wheels. Whoever they were holding was obviously pretty important, so we figured it was probably best to get them on our side.
So we're going to save Jane Kelly. And I think that's the soldier from Gatecrasher in the tutorial. Maybe it's not called Gatecrasher. I think it is. I think Jane Kelly is one of the rookies from that mission. I'm just not sure if I'm... Will I be able to get gold from this start? Having like a 15,000 despot, what is it called? Despot. The first mission. Missing 9 kills and losing a soldier. I can't really see how I was supposed to do it either. Right, that's the problem. I mean, you could play slowly. Find the turret, deal with the turret. You could even have a shootout with the turret because they have 60 aim, so standing in full cover will work most of the time. But I can't see how you would deal with all those groups without taking heat. And if you're taking heat, you will die. If you have 3 squaddies against stun lancers. Because you can't really outplay them. They're just too quick for you. Like, we were really far away. Well, I guess we did pull 2 groups at the same time. So that wasn't great, but... if we had managed... well, if there wasn't a group on the landing pad, we could have moved the Reaper out through the hole I blew with the grenade. But since we saw that group, that wasn't really an option. So in that case, if I moved out of the cell, we would have to deal with one sectoid, one purifier, 2 troopers, 1 priest, 1 officer, 2 stun lancers. That's 8 versus 3, so we would not have been able to fight our way through that either. But yeah, maybe we'll just go with this and hope that we can get some more points. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I see you next time. Goodbye.